Hello and welcome back, my raw squirrel munchers, to another episode of Bloons Tower Defense 6. It's SJB here, and today we're playing with the worst towers in the game, according to you guys. So I took a big vote in the community section of BTD6, so thank you very much for interacting with this voting thing. I enjoy doing this because it gets everybody to work together here and have some fun. But you guys decided that the worst towers in Bloons Tower Defense 6 are very similar to our previous vote, but a smidge different. You guys decided the Druid was one of the worst towers in the game. You guys decided that the Mortar was one of the worst towers in the game. You decided that the Ice Tower was one of the worst towers in the game. The Bomb Tower, and you guys voted for the Boomerang. So those are the 5 worst towers in the game. And what we want to do is we want to see, can we beat Chimps mode using only those towers, and that's it. So let's get started. So what's really cool is the Boomerang these days. A lot of people don't realize that you can use him in a better way than you probably imagine. If you get him on last and you kind of throw him down a straight line here and make sure he's using the right hand to throw, you can actually get a lot of extra damage out of this guy. So we're going to go for a Boomerang, and we're just going to go for the faster throwing for now because I'm actually a little worried about these high-level green balloons coming in. And then soon I'm actually going to switch him back into possibly first once he gets a little bit higher. But for now, I want to leave him on last and see if we can make this work. Even faster ranks because I really got to knock those greens down. I don't really care about the layers at this point in the game. Look at this perfect green popping power here, guys. This is why you put him on last, man. Oh, absolutely beautiful. We even take down round 9, which is an even faster ranks guy. But I think I got to switch out a little bit. We're going to go for a bit of a Druid army at some point, I think. And as far as positioning goes, this is really, really difficult to figure out where, like, the best place is. But I still think in the front of the map, it's probably our ideal location here. So we're going to put this guy like right about here, and I'm imagining like 4 or 5 druids kind of around him at some point, if we can get that going. Alright guys, we're actually getting a little tight here with popping things, so we're going to put this guy in strong, and I'm going to get him up to a Thorn Swarm. We want to get as many these high-tier balloons popped as possible, so we're going to put both these guys on strong. In fact, none of my towers are on last right now, and what I pretty much need to do is I need to save up for a Churchill. 2160. It's really, really expensive, but it's going to be one of the only ways that I could pop late-game camo balloons and still pop a lot of weirder balloons that my other towers can't really do very well. But before I get my hero, I just realized I don't think I'm going to get cam detection in time here, so I have to kind of just say screw it, and I'm going to get a random mortar up in here, and we got to get him up to a very odd mortar here. We're going to get him up to a bottom path, Burny Stuff, and Signal Flare. He's going to have to be my only cam detection for a pretty significant part of this game. Alright guys, I can't say we barely made it, but we made it with just a few rounds to spare here, and I'm feeling pretty dangerous at this point with the amount of popping power we currently have. We're going to have to micro this up the wazizzle here if we want to make sure that this is going to go right. And we might even have to restart a few times to make sure that this is actually going to go down the way we want it to go down. But we'll have to give it a shot here. Ooh, hot diggity dog. Now I've got to make a pretty crazy decision here. I do have my lead popping power, so I'm actually not too worried about that. I do have a red hot rings boomerang now, and I have to decide if I want to try to go for my Kylie boomerang or save all the way up to cap the Churchill here. We're really close both ways, but if I can get my Churchill up, the faster the better, because we're going to get more experience over time. So with some expert level micro mortar micro, we do take him down. All right, absolutely delicious here, guys. Very scary. It looks like in this round we can finally get Churchill going. Wonderful. All right, here he is. I think right in the middle of the map is probably the best place to put him, and I feel a lot more comfortable with where I'm at right now. All right, guys, cam protection is still very, very difficult. I decided to go for a rapid reload mortar here, and I might have to micro this guy in addition to what he currently is, but he is what he is, and we're going to see what we can do. If he could just take down all these yellows, I will be a very, very happy person, because soon this guy will reach that level 6, which is when he finally gets camo detection. All right, looks good. With the rapid reload, we are totally fine. Kind of impressive, actually. All right, so now that we got Churchill actually going in here, he's going to do a lot of extra help for us. It took us a long time to get him. When we get that machine gun, that's going to do that weird little tiny bit of crazy damage that we really need there, plus the big beefy damage against the higher tier, ceramics and stuff with those explosions. So I think what I've decided to do is, instead of going for this Avatar of Wrath, which is a little bit difficult to use without any villages or alchemists, we're going to go for a tower that works really well by himself. So we're going to go for a Kali Boomerang, and a Moab Press is going to help out just for round 40, but I think if I can do it, getting a $64,000 tower here is very difficult to do, but if I can make this happen, guys, this is the best tower for me to use. Because my other two towers that I can use are cannons and ice towers. And right now, I don't need them very much at all, but eventually, I will need those guys for reinforced ceramics and super ceramics, which are bound to come out and just be devastating for us. So here's the first Moab. We're just going to use the ability here. And we do take it down, but it was actually a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Interesting. So we still got our mortar here for, oh, wait, we do have cam detection. All right, actually, no problems here until probably 50, 55, maybe even 60 with just our current towers, I think. So even though I think it would be absolutely delicious to save out for a Moab Dom, it's just not going to happen. I'm already starting to struggle against the Bloons, and Churchill can only hold us off for so long. So I've got to start making some plays. So the first thing I'm thinking is just get some cheap towers that can kind of keep me in the game here. And what I want to do is I want to go for a quick Moab Mauler here. I think I'm going to go for like a couple of them. Just a couple quick Moab Maulers, put them on strong. Not only do they pop Bloons, but they also pop the Moabs pretty well. And I also want to get something for the Bloons, because I think around 63 is going to be pretty devastating for us. So I could go mortars. I think like a big one would be really sweet, but I still want to try to keep my cost down to a minimum, because I still want to save up for that $64,000 tower. So we're going to go for something that I think is just going to keep us in the game for a little while here. We're going to go for a cannon up to bottom path. And for now, I'm just going to need cluster bombs, but I'm thinking eventually it's going to reverse a cluster. So things are actually going really well right now. I mean, this is the first BFB here. The cannon is doing exactly what I want to do, is cleaning up. Churchill's still doing kind of the majority of the work here, but it's a good combo because this guy keeps the Moabs right next to my Moab Maulers for a little bit longer, and they all just kind of end up popping things. But you can tell we're still not, like, dominating, but that's because we have $36,000 saved up, and we got to get another 24,000 more, just 26,000 more just to get this guy going, and that is going to be the hard part here. So here's round 63 coming up. Let's see if we can take this down without any issues. Again, if we absolutely need to, I'll buy a recursive cluster, maybe even escape and buy a recursive cluster, but if I don't have to, I'm not going to. All right, let's see how this is going down. Churchill should do a lot of group damage. This guy's going to clean up a lot of those extra Bloons, but those blacks and zebras can just sadly get in the way and overwhelm you. So it's a very, very close battle here, and I think, yes, the yellows will sneak through, so we're going to have to get that fourth year cannon there. We only got one ability, so I can't just, like, use it on the first wave. I gotta save it for that third wave. All right, so this is only $3,000 here. It's not like it's the end of the world or anything like that, but that could mean, again, just like a round near the end here that's just gonna cause that many more problems for us that just won't be able to do what I wanted to do. So, whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa! Even with that fourth year cannon we lost? That's really weird. Uh-oh. All right, we're going to try something a smidge different here. It seems to be not the actual popping power that's the issue, it's the type of popping power we're getting. So instead of putting this guy in first, I'm going to put him on strong for a little while. We're going to see if this guy going through more of those black layers is going to be what we really need to do, possibly. Possibly. It doesn't seem to be the case here, but we are stuck. That yellow balloon almost stuck through. All right, guys, I figured it out. I know what I'm going to do. I am going to get the recursive cluster, but I think I'm going to try to get my Bernie stuff to do more damage overall. I think if I actually micro whatever I can micro, I should be able to take these rushes down. They've got to hit right, though. The fire doesn't do that much damage, but we're not losing by a bunch of Bloons. We're losing by just a few. So with that Bernie stuff there, that is a pretty drastic difference. Holy crap. But again, the blacks are still a major issue for us. So we got to be careful. The last rush will actually be the easiest because we'll have Churchill's abilities. But for now, perfect micro is a necessity. Get him going. Lots of whites in the way, lots of blacks in the way. Burn through that layer. And oh my god. Really close, but we still can't get it. All right, I got a weird idea. I think this is what I want to try. It's obviously the blacks that are the issue. So we're going to put a boomerang kind of right next to all of my towers here. And I'm going to get him up to a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right, this is a different boomerang than before, but realistically, all he's designed to do is just go through the black layer to allow my other towers to do their job, my lower level cannon and my Churchill. This actually saves me money over getting a recursive cluster for now. Doesn't mean we're not going to need him later, but it is a way to play the game to maybe get through those layers that we need to get through. Let's see if it's going to be enough for us. With no mortar micro. Oh, yeah, that was beautiful. All right, that was a game changer right there. Let's see if we can do it as a combo now. Let's try to micro and use that boomerang here. And the last rush is definitely going to be the easiest for us. And, oh yeah, we just burned right through them. All right, easy peasy, man. Easy peasy. Like I said, for this last rush, the big problem is those blacks. but Churchill pops through blacks when you're using his ability. So they're just become a non-issue anymore. You know, he just goes through zebras, goes through blacks, and you annihilate him. Even though there's more Bloons, they're more easily popped with its ability. All right, so now we're not in the clear, guys. This is still a lot of things we have to pop. These are big, chunky Boabs. We still need to save up another $20,000. We're waiting another like 10, even 12 rounds here to save up that money. It's not going to be simple. It's going to be micro-intensive pretty much all day. All right, my sex smiths. This has been reasonably smooth sailing so far, but we're still $20,000 away from our Moab dump. And it's going to get tricky because the high 70s get really weird and really wild. Lots of weird rushes you're going to have to deal with here. It's going to be really complicated to make this all happen. But we're going to see what we can do here, guys. Bloons are still getting popped, and I haven't really needed to use that many abilities here. Plus, we finally unlocked Churchill's second ability, which will be a big difference in total amount of popping power that we have here. Tons of extra Moab popping power, but the ability only comes back every once in a while, so you're going to have to watch out when and how you use this guy. So 74 is usually not too bad for us, but 75 can be pretty devastatingly horrible. So I want to save both of my abilities for 75 here, and I'm going to have to micro all of this. So let's see if we can make that happen, hopefully. Again, BFB is not a big deal for us. They seem to be taken down, but when you have grouped BFB... Oh, crap, 74 here. Oh, man. Oh, no. Are they sneaking through? I can't tell. It's hard to tell. Sometimes you get to the point where they're, like, looping across each other, and I'm not sure if we actually pop them all, or if these are the Bloons that are, like, ready to sneak through our defense already. So you have to, like, really, really watch carefully there. But we are currently less than $10,000 away, and 74 was more difficult than I thought it was going to be. But I know 75 is almost always more difficult. So we are going to use our abilities here. Kind of early on, let's get rid of some of these Bloons. And I'm getting ready to use Churchill's ability here any second now. Let's use it. We got a big chunk of group Bloons there. All right, we do take down most of the Bloons. Oh, one green balloon. One green balloon almost took me down, man. Wow. So I think we have to stick with what we currently have, and we're going to try to micro just a smidge better. Maybe if I use my mortar a bit better on the group ceramics, we might be able to sneak through just a few more pops, which is all we really need at this point. Plus, I could probably hold off on my abilities for just a little bit longer if I want to. Maybe too many balloons popped off all at the same time. Definitely a possibility here. All right. So, we get through those first sets of layers. We're going to go for this this attack right now. That's going to get rid of a lot of the BFB damage right there. Mortar's still kind of struggling against these Bloons. We're going to go for our ability here. We're going to see if we can take down these last few Bloons. It's going to be close. No. Too many Bloons sneaking through again. So we're going to try something really simple but cheap. We're going to go for an ice tower with a permafrosting enhanced freeze. Maybe this isn't the ideal location, but all I want to do is hit a few ceramics over here. Just a few is all I need. And if I can get those few hit, they'll be permafrosted and slowed down, so I'll have more time to work on them. I'm not guaranteeing that that's going to be the answer. I can still add more ice tower defense if I want to, or more recursive cluster action, or whatever the heck I want to add. But as of right now, I think this is like one of the better ways for me to add more popping power with a smidge of money added. Not much more. Alright, so we use Churchill's ability here. I use his second ability to try and take down as many group Bloons as I possibly can. I kind of forgot to mortar micro, and it's not enough again. I think we're going to need to get that cannon. I think if we get that cannon, we might have enough. Maybe. Just maybe. Just always puts us off from getting that boomerang just another round, and another round, and another round, and another round, every time you get an upgrade, and it sucks, because you hate saving up this much money to make this all happen, guys. So we are definitely struggling, but I'm assuming that this will actually be, like, the real answer for us. Wow, that didn't seem like it did very much at all. Wow. All right. Let's use Churchill's ability kind of early here again. This time around, we get started very well. Without any micro on my mortar, we do lose lives. Alright, guys, this is scary as crap. I'm actually going to switch my strategy. I still feel like the blacks are really what's sneaking through. I'm going to go for the more glades. It's $200 more expensive than the recursive cluster, but I think it's going to help out more. In addition, I'm just going to say screw it. We are going to go for that ice tower, and instead of going for enhanced freeze, it's just not in the right position. We're going to go permafrost with that upgrade. I'm going to see if that tiny bit of extra help there is going to be exactly what we need to get us through these Bloons. Alright, Churchill's ability there, going pretty good so far. Just tons of group BFBs, and with that additional boomerang right there, is it going to be enough? Not even close. Not even close. Alright, we're really stuck around 75. I knew it was going to be a pain. And it is definitely showing up as a gigantic pain in my butt. There's no way around it. It just is a big pain in your butt. What are you going to do here, man? We're going to try to use our mortar a little bit more than what we're currently doing. Even if it's just a little bit of help here. But I got to watch out because those balloons are going to sneak through. Okay, guys, I really don't love this, but we're going to switch into a just Arctic wind. The ceramics are really what's trying to kill me here. A lot of balloons trying to sneak through. If I could just slow them down just a little bit, maybe my cannons, boomerangs, and other things can just work together and take them down. Again, I'm trying to limit my amount of money spent. It's not that I can't beat this. I have $51,000 to beat this. But I have to beat it while spending the least amount of money possible so I can get my boomerang up within a reasonable amount of time. Let's try Churchill's ability to start off here. Maybe this ability isn't even helping us out. It's just making the BFBs pop sooner and allowing too many group balloons on the screen all at the same time. So let's hold off on that for now. Maybe that'll get us going where we want to go. They already used Churchill's ability. I got nothing left here, and they will sneak through. We're going to try better mortar micro. That's what I'm going to try again. I'm going to try to not use my second ability here, or rather just use it pretty much right away and save my my first ability for as long as possibly can. Because maybe I could get 2 abilities out of it if I like go really, really, really quick. But I don't know if that's what I want to do. So right now it's going well. There's a lot of balloons. I think it's about time, guys. Let's use that ability here. Get through all those zebra layers real quick. There's going to be 2 BFBs left here. But it's actually looking really good. This ice tower is doing a great job here. Good combo. There's still a lot of balloons on the screen right now, though. It's not like it's guaranteed win. But it is going to finally be enough. It did take getting that 4th tier cannon and this ice tower, though. And now we got to deal with round 76 here, which seems to be another gigantic issue without Churchill's ability. Wow. I should have just done it, guys. I should have gone for more because this isn't enough. All right, we're going to try just one more time with some birdie stuff action in here. I don't think that's going to be enough. I really severely doubt it. Even with, like, perfect birdie stuff in this, I doubt it's going to be enough. But there's too many regens kind of all over the place, so that was kind of expected. But, so far, I am indeed quite the strugglicious master. I think 1 more glaives might be enough. If I really want to go cray-cray, I could try something weird like this, a weird ice tower with a large radius permafrost. And we're going to see if that just slows down some of these balloons, kind of gets them started over here, keeps them away from the other ones, so we can actually take down these few sets that are coming in right now. And it looks like this time around, we are going to struggle a little bit, but definitely not as much as before. But now I'm currently $13,000 away, or $12,000 away from my my Moab Dom. It just keeps pushing us further and further and further. What the heck, man? We're going to probably have to wait until we're on 81 or 82, but maybe we have enough defense right now. With Churchill, we could possibly do it. Let's just hope for the best. So, of course, 78 is quite the Beefmeister. The first set of ceramics did get taken down, but my second set, I don't have much camo detection, really. You know, I have to rely on my mortar and or Churchill to pop all of them. So, let's see if we can work these guys out together here, do as much with the mortar as I can, and then Churchill could just sort of clean up the rest that do end up sneaking through my mortar. Let's see if it'll work out. Where are they going to come? When are they going to come? When are they going to come? There we go. All right, here we go. We're ready to go. Decamelize as many as we can and let Churchill clean up the rest. And this one, not as bad as I thought. With a decent amount of micro, we do take him down, no problem. I shouldn't say no problem, but we take him down. All right, here we go. For round 79, I don't think this is going to be a big deal. I mean, with 2 reinforced BFBs coming out near the end here, but with my current defense, I'm pretty happy with it. But we might even get enough money for a Moab Dom here. Ooh, that'll be really exciting. If we get a Moab Dom right now, this is GG for round 79, and for sure GG for round 80. All right, we're going to use Churchill's ability here. There's too many blacks and zebras on the road right now. Moab Dom is up. All right, that's going to be a game changer here, boys. Game changer. Only weakness right now is he does not have camo detection, and I could get a primary village or something like that, but it's not allowed with our current setup right now. So our Moab popping power has been increased a ridiculous amount. Now we have to focus on how do we get more balloon popping power with maybe a smidge of Moab popping power. Just a smidge more. Smoke down ball, he's good. He's not all powerful either. So I'm going to rely on my ice tower. I think this is the guy to go for. We're going to go for an ice tower kind of right next to all my other towers in here. Just right in the middle. This is going to be where most of the balloons end up getting stuck anyways. So we're going to go for a snowstorm. And we're going to get this guy up to, I think, larger radius, and refreeze is going to be the better option for us because those super ceramics late game beyond round 80 become the biggest pain of pretty much everything. All right, round 90 is the first set of DDTs. I'm going to see how this goes down, because I'm really hoping that this guy could just kind of kill all, uncamelize them, and then the Moab Dom will just take down the DDTs. I mean, that's my, like, goal. I can even freeze them on top of this guy, but if that's going to be a struggle for round 90, then we know 93 and 95 is not going to be possible with my current strategy. We're going to need more mortars or something like that to actually take these guys down. But it seems like my strategy worked out pretty much flawlessly. And now we get to decide what we're going to do with our almost $30,000 saved up right now. There's a lot of options for us. High-level ice towers, or high-level cannons is really what I'm thinking right now. I don't really want to go for a mortar, I think. So I'm thinking I want to go for some sort of cannon, guys. That's my goal. Let's see if we can make it happen here. All right, a lot of balloons kind of sneaking through. I'm not sure if they're actually sneaking through or not. It seems like no, but it's so scary. It's hard to tell. I wish you could build a spike factory. Even just one low-tier spike factory would be good enough for me, but oh, crap. Without that, man, that is scary. All right, we got abilities ready to go again. We're going to use these guys up. Again, when you save up that big chunk of money, this is when it's the scariest. Because when you get that next ability, you're safe for another 5, 6, 7, maybe even the entire game. But right now, I am scared. We're going to use Churchill's ability again. And we do take them down. I'm going to go for it, guys. We're going Bomb Blitz. This is a tower that's kind of weird and, like, used to be worthless on chimps. But right now, it's actually not that bad. So we're going to freeze these guys. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Why did my ice tower not freeze those DDTs, bro? Are they sneaking through? I cannot tell. I can't tell. I think we got them. That was much scarier than I wanted it to be, though. For sure. Reinforced balloons do seem to be a big deal right now. So I think, if possible, to save us on round 98, it would be worthwhile to go for Shattering Shells. It's $12,000. It's pretty pricey, but right now, that's what I'm really worried about. Round 98 and maybe even round 99, but the sad part is round 99 DDTs don't actually get unreinforced with this mortar. So it almost becomes a bit of a worthless tower, to be honest. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. All right, against regular balloons, though, we do seem to have a pretty good amount of popping power. This guy is fantastic. He just does up balloon popping power. All right, round 95, definitely a difficult round for us. We're going to use all of our abilities here. No matter what, I'm just going to use them and see if we can take these guys down. All right, we are relying a lot on our mortar. We're going to put it right in the very front here to try to get this guy done right away. I've got ice towers and everything combined together. All right, let's use this ability first. Woo! Look at that. Oh, my God. Round 95 is super duper dangerous. I don't know if we're going to be able to take it down, guys. This is scary. So I've decided I'm going to go for my 2 Signal Flare mortars right now, and because of that, I'm also just going to say screw it. I'm going to buy a few more Moab Maulers, and if you want, you can get frag bombs or whatever, but realistically, just buy something, and things will hopefully work out here, because I will probably lose to round 95 here if I don't buy those right now. I can't even worry about round 98 or anything, because I will lose on round 95. All right, let's see if these guys working together here will be enough to get all DDTs decamalized, which allows my Moab Dom to actually do a good job. We're going to leave him on first here, too. Maybe that'll help us out just a little bit. And then we're going to rely on Churchill to do kind of everything else, as sad as that is. Churchill, you really got to pull me out here, buddy. Pull me out of the woodwork. Pull me out. Okay, around 95. Scary as crap. They are getting decamalized, which is nice. We're going to use Churchill's first ability here, kind of early on. I'm going to use Churchill's second ability here. Once I get a few more things on the screen, we're going to freeze them all, and we're going to see if we can take all these guys down. This cannon is doing a fantastic job right now. All the balloons are getting decamalized, but it's hard to tell if there's any going to be randomly sneaking through right now. Looks pretty good, but I got no abilities left. Everything is on the board that's ready to be used. And it looks like we do take down round 95. Super scary, super sketch, but I'm afraid of round 99. Now, it kind of, we have to decide if we want to go Shattering Shells for 98. Maybe we'll get enough money for a random, another middle path ice tower or something like that. Like, that's definitely an option. Still not fun to think about, but for now, we're going to freeze all these guys. I am going to use my ability here because I'm not really that afraid of round 97. It's just a couple balloons. The group balloons seem to be what's actually sneaking through right now. But it is going well. Lots of Oh My Gods, though. Let's use Churchill's other ability here. Clean up a lot of those ceramics. Don't forget, Churchill is not max level yet. He's only level 15 right now, but he does do extra damage against fortified balloons, which was my big problem for the past few rounds. All right, here we go, guys. Shattering Shells on my 1 mortar. That's going to help us out a bunch. It does not de-shattering or de-reinforce Oh My Gods, but it does to BFBs and below, which is what 98 is really killer for. Reinforced BFBs. All right, check this out. Regular BFBs, no problemo. Reinforced BFBs, big problemo. All right, we're going to go for that guy. We're going to go for another Snowstorm if we can. Any extra abilities that we can have here are beautiful. All right, let's put this guy all the way in the front. Just de-reinforce right away. And honestly, round 98 will not be an issue at all now. Like, at all. I'm actually quite excited to see round 98 just die. Well, maybe I'm overthinking myself here. This looks kind of sketch. Just a little bit sketch. Not crazy sketch, but that's still a lot of balloons. Imagine if every single one of those ceramics was reinforced still. That would be wild. All right, round 99 here, guys. Let's think about this for 1 second. What do we want to get? I'm thinking, if I can, I'm going to get another Moab Mauler, if I can afford them up in time. And we're going to go for our abilities here. We're going to wait just 1 second, use our freeze. And we're going to wait another quick second here. And I never got the freeze on this guy, did I? Okay. All right, so that's why we lost. I thought I had 2 freezes. That was garbage. All right, let's try that again, but this time around, I totally, for some reason, thought I had Snowstorm already. Let's get the refreeze as well, and see if we can throw out a couple more Moab Maulers just with that extra money that we had from before. You know, I started the round just a little bit too quick and just... and it caused some problems. All right, and then we're going to actually organize my mortars here again, kind of separated from each other, just so we can get them decamelized as fast as possible, but hopefully without any issues. All right, we can go for a pretty quick freeze here if we want to. Pretty decently quick freeze, number 1. We're going to go for Churchill's abilities right there. And second freeze has got to go down. And it looks like 99 will be defeated. We got 1 more round to go, guys. Just round 100. Can we take down this bad balloon? Oh, baby. Unless this somehow, like, does something crazy. I hope that it doesn't. Let's hope that it doesn't. This is terrible. This is seriously terrible. I don't like this ice tower anymore. He shouldn't exist. Why, oh why do you have to keep existing, you terrible ceramics? 30 minutes later. We finally take down round 99 here, and now we're on round 100. So we're blowing every single ability we got right away because we're planning on using it basically a second time here. That's my plan, at least. Oh, you know what? I got just enough money here for a level 16 Churchill. Let's spend it up. And let's see if we can take these guys down. All right, we got 2 freezes, which will help us out a lot. I'm kind of sad that these freezes didn't work on the DDTs, though. Even if though they were decamelized, it didn't work. That seems like it's something that shouldn't be the way it is. All right, I'm actually going to wait this out, I think. I'd rather try to pop him down to DDTs and Zoma Gods before I use my next set of abilities. Maybe not. Let's use it up. Let's just get rid of this layer as quickly as we possibly can. We got 2 freezes, which can't... Oh, yeah, look at those freaking DDTs, man. Freaking DDTs, dude. Garbage. So by no means is this an actual really good chimps run. A black metal chimps run. But it is a chimps run nonetheless. We use the worst towers in the game to hopefully, if all goes according to plan, beat the bad balloon here. I think I'm gonna try to save the ability this time. Let's use 1 more of these guys. See if we can get through this layer. I'm gonna try to use this ability on the DDTs and Zoma Gods, because all I really need to do is take down the DDTs. If we take down the DDTs, Zoma Gods will be no problem. All right, here we go. Come on! Why don't they want to die? It's like Churchill does not want to kill the Bloons. It's so weird. So weird. All right, Moab Assassin again. And I guess we're going to get extra range. We're going to use this ability right away. And maybe we can use it a little bit faster or something like that. I don't know. We're going to keep on using every ability we got here right away, I guess. Go, 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 man. Get that damage flow in. If I really... Oh, look at that. 1,000,000 pops, dude. That's insane. If I really, really, really needed to win here, what I would do is have to get a village and cheat my system to make it all work. But I don't think that's going to be required. Let's try to pop it a little faster. Let's just use this ability faster. Maybe we could pop this and get the DDTs, like, going quicker. But my ice is not working on the stupid DDTs, which seems like a glitch. All right, I know what's wrong. It's that my mortars are currently attacking the front of the map when I need them to attack the DDTs over here. I'm going to try to micro my mortars just for those few extra pops here as well. We're going to see if that helps us out just that tiny, tiny bit that we need. And then we're going to try to move our mortars down here so we actually decamoize the DDTs. Because I think what's happening is Churchill's trying to pop all the DDT layers. But I don't need Churchill to pop them all. I need my Boomerang to pop them all. He needs to be in on the action. So let's try to make it happen. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Maybe we'll get back a third time. But hopefully it doesn't kill us. Hopefully it doesn't kill us. All right, another set of missiles. And we're going to move the mortars down a little bit further away this time. We're going to see if he pops out right here. That would be good. Our freeze is going to do it. Yes! All right, guys. I think that's it. I don't think there's a way we can lose at this point unless something really, really crazy happens. We've done it. We've completed it. We get it, Insta-Monkey. It's official. We beat Chimps mode with the worst towers in Bloons Tower Defense 6. And on a reasonably difficult map as well. That was kind of awesome. If you guys liked, make sure you press that like button. Make sure you subscribe. And make sure you have a super duper delicious day.